Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are at the Balcones Canyonlands National Wildlife Reserve. This reserve is just north of Austin, northwest of Austin, and it came during the middle of winter, so there's a lot of dead grasses, yellow grasses, but it's still made for a great hike. It made it not as hot, so I wasn't dying because I'm fat. So it was an enjoyable hike. There's not a lot of elevation gain. It looks like there is, but the trails don't really go up into the hills. They sort of go either around or just through the prairies, which is an easy hike. Portions of it are shaded, which is always my friend. Shade is my friend. It's a nice scenery. It's divided into two sections. Right now I think we're in the northern section of the park, where we can walk amongst the cedars. I think that's what they are. You can take a look at the hills. And it was mainly put in place to protect the golden-cheeked warbler, I think. And I didn't see any birds though when I was there. Maybe if I go during the spring or during the summer, I'll have better luck. But it was still nice to go take a little break from the hustle and bustle of Austin and enjoy some nature and go and see some ponds and stuff. And the trails are well marked. Some of them are accessible by wheelchair, so it's a pretty good place. Just go there and enjoy it. Around the corner from there is a bird blind that they have. They burnt the brush down because the birds that like to live there don't like living on trees or anything too tall, so they routinely burn it so that it doesn't overgrow. Where the birds go when it's burnt, I do not know. This is the lower portion of the park. There used to be a quarry there, and the park grew around it. The preserve, I mean. This was more of a strenuous hike, especially if we decide to go up to the hills, which is what I decided to do, and I regretted it. But I didn't regret that it was winter, so I wasn't dying. And yes, this is your typical Texas winter with a lot of sun and not too hot. But you end up hiking through cedars and rocks and stuff. The trails are marked, so it's easy to get around, but they're not wheelchair accessible, at least not in this area. But I like seeing the big limestone boulders and taking different trails and trying to figure out which one's going to kill me. And that's the one that's going to kill me right there. So that's the one I take. I still don't know how to tell miles. 0.5 miles sometimes seems really easy, and sometimes it feels like it kills me. But this one takes you to the top of the hills, and you get to see down below, or the tops of other hills. There's the highway, and there's a desk. Yeah, it's kind of weird for there to be a desk, but you get to see the sprawling Texas hill country, and get to sit down and contemplate life, think about what you've done and what you haven't done, and do some homework. This is just really weird, but I kind of like it that there's a desk up on the top of the hill country. Anyways, that's the view down below. I love being on top of the hill country. It's one of my favorite things and experiences to do. I always feel successful. And now I'm heading back. Saying bye to the hilltops. Going down is always much easier, especially if you have goat feet. But it's a nice sight. All these Texas hill country parks got really cool looking hills and stuff. There's a rock quarry there, which lets me know that I'm getting close to my car. salvation. And water. Take enough water with you. Even if you think it's enough, it usually isn't. And there I am, finally safe. There's a drive that takes you to a place that's higher, a lookout, and that's where you can see the lake and the river. It's worth a little 5-minute drive. See some more of the hill country. Anyways, that was a jagged zoom right there, but that's the lake right there. Anyways, thanks for joining me on this trip. I hope you've enjoyed coming along and experiencing some of these videos, and I hope you like and enjoy and comment. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.